Part 1. The War We Don't See. Most people think battles happen with fists or weapons, but there's a deeper battle, the one we fight inside. Sometimes your enemy is not a person. Your enemy might be anger, sadness, betrayal, or failure. The real fight is not outside, it's inside. The Stoics, wise thinkers from long ago, teach us that you don't need to fight with others to win. You can win by mastering yourself. You don't defeat your enemy by yelling. You defeat your enemy by choosing peace. Let's begin this journey, step by step. These 7 ways will not just change how you deal with enemies. They will change your life. Part 2. Master your emotions. Win without a word. Imagine a person shouts at you, calls you names. What's your first feeling? Anger. You want to yell back. But wait, what if you stayed calm? What if you smiled and walked away? That's power. Seneca, a great Stoic, once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." If someone can make you angry, they control you. But if you stay calm, you are free. Real life twist. A young girl, Maya, was teased every day at school. Instead of crying or fighting, she practiced calm. She said nothing. One day, her bully asked, "Why don't you fight back?" She smiled and said, "Because you don't decide how I feel. I do." After that, the bullying stopped. Mastering your emotions isn't weakness, it's strength. Part 3. Let your virtue speak. Be better, not bitter. Do you want revenge? Do you want to show your enemy they were wrong? Don't shout. Don't fight. Lie better. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who did the wrong." When someone lies, tell the truth. When someone hates, show love. When someone cheats, stay honest. Example, a man was cheated by his business partner. He could have sued, but instead, he built a new business, bigger and better. Years later, the cheater asked for help. The man helped without anger. That's virtue. That's power. Virtue turns enemies into shadows. You don't destroy them. You outgrow them. Part 4. Outlast with patience. Let time do the work. Patience is not just waiting. It's waiting with peace. When your enemy pushes you, they want you to react fast, to act foolish. But you can smile, wait, breathe, and watch them tire themselves out. Seneca said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Example, a boy named Leo was blamed for something he didn't do. He stayed silent. Days passed. The truth came out. The real person admitted it. Leo said nothing. But everyone now respected his quiet strength. Patience wins wars. Because time reveals. Part 5. Learn their weakness. Know them, then decide. To defeat someone without fighting, know who they are. What makes them act the way they do? Many enemies are just hurt people, scared people. They want attention. They want control. Story twist. Emma worked with a boss who yelled every day. She started watching him, how he acted when he was scared of failure. She realized he feared losing control. So Emma stayed calm, offered help, and praised his ideas. Slowly, the boss stopped yelling and started listening. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it. Know your enemy, not to hurt them, but to understand them." Sometimes your greatest enemy just needs compassion. Part 6. Stay focused on your purpose. Don't let them distract you. The enemy want to pull you off your path. They want you to lose focus. Why? Because a focused person is unstoppable. Real story. Thomas was building a charity. Online trolls mocked him, laughed at him, spread lies. But he kept building. Years later, those trolls vanished, and his charity fed thousands. Epictetus said, "First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Your purpose is your shield. If you're chasing something great, don't look back. Keep going. Ignore the noise. Build your future." Part 7. Stop needing their approval. Be free from their words. Some enemies want to control you with praise or hate. If they praise you, you feel proud. If they insult you, you feel small. But what if you didn't carry their way? Seneca said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." If you don't need praise, No one controls you. Twist example. A girl named Lila posted videos to inspire people. Some called her dumb. Some called her wise. But she smiled and kept going. I'm not doing this for applause, she said. I'm doing this for truth. If you don't need their approval, they can't hurt you. Be kind. Be strong. But don't be controlled. Part 8. Use silence as your shield. Speak only with wisdom. Sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is say nothing. Silence isn't empty. It's full of power. Example, a man was insulted at a meeting. Everyone waited for his response. He smiled and said, "Thank you for sharing," and stayed silent. The room went quiet. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are disturbed, it is not the thing itself that troubles you, but your opinion of it." When you say nothing, your enemy loses control. They expected a fight. You gave them peace. That peace becomes your sword. Part 9. The final twist. The enemy is you. Here's the deepest secret. The true enemy is within. Your anger, your fear, your pride, your need to be right, your wish for revenge. If you can defeat those things, you defeat all enemies. Transformational story. Jacob blamed his father for everything. For years, he stayed angry. One day, he wrote a letter, not to his father, but to himself. In it, he forgave, not because his father said sorry, but because Jacob was tired of being angry. That day, Jacob defeated his enemy and found peace. We don't destroy enemies by hurting them. We destroy them by freeing ourselves. Final words, the path of the Stoic warrior. If you've come this far, you now hold powerful tools. Calm is your armor. Virtue is your sword. Patience is your plan. Knowledge is your shield. Focus is your light. Indifference is your freedom. Silence is your strength. But the greatest power? Mastery of the self. The Stoic doesn't fight to destroy. The Stoic rises to inspire. So now stand tall, not to fight others, but to become who you were meant to be. Because the world doesn't need more noise. It needs calm. It needs wisdom. It needs you, your best self. Let's walk this path together. One breath at a time. One choice at a time. One peaceful victory at a time.